So we just give thanks for your relationship and bless you for more good times and special times. You're welcome. He had a lot of blessings. I love today, Day of the Dog. I talked to so many dogs. I felt inclined to ask the dog what kind of a blessing that they wanted, and they were very specific about, I want a blessing for my house. One of the dogs said, I want a blessing for my family, and the couple said, is there anything else? And I said, well, let me check. And I go, oh, for his chest area. And it turned out we found a lump on the chest area that they didn't know about, and they were wide-eyed. And I was like,
but when it comes to from someone who has the experience and the emotional and spiritual being, it's different, you know? And I don't ever want my babies to be sick or anything. I'm sorry. So when your mom was praying, it was like, that's super extra.
So I'm gonna bless your car, and when you go to whatever this work thing is like this, where you do your, it's like you do a variety of things.
I do.
And so he likes being a part of that, and we're just gonna bless it all, and that it keeps going well for you and for us, and that he keeps getting to go.
He loves you, he just wants to hang out.
You know, I work with animals, and some of my clients' pets die all the time. And my clients always wish to have like an extra connection with their pets, maybe know what was going on with them, or if they had something to tell them. And me being able to meet your mom here, it's like, now I can give them that extra comfort. Hey, I know someone that you can talk to that can communicate between you and your baby.
Yes!
So this brings me really like a lot of happiness, you know, because now there's that missing link to when your pet passes that you can speak to someone. So I'm very happy and thankful for today. Thank you.
We had a skeptic who was like, what do you do? And I said, I talk to dogs. I get information for dogs that can help people's families. And he's like, okay, well, let's see what you get. And I said, well, I can tell you that your dog is telling me that when you drive, the two of you have issues in the car, and that you could both do better. And he laughed and he said, well, yeah, actually that's true. And I said, well, I just see that if you had one of those dog beds that the dog is secure, that it would be more stable and a pleasant ride, because your dog says I distract you. And at the end, he wanted to get my information to have another conversation. So I was glad that he learned that animals really do talk and share information. Hi, Mono, I'm Liz. I'm an animal communicator. Have you ever worked with an animal communicator?
No.
So Mono, come here. Come here. I want to find out what kind of blessing that you want. Yeah, well, she can be included. Yeah, we'll bless you both, and all the things you do, and the food that you have together. You like to bless the food? You have, yeah.
I know, I'm curious, yeah.
Good food, right? So you're thankful for that? Yeah, I know. We're gonna bless that you keep having food, the right food. Oh, you get confused or curious about what food to give her, or.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Yeah. Do you get confused what to give them sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna bless that you know what food is best, and that you feel confident in what food to feed me, kind of thing. Okay? And if you have questions, you can reach out, but I just want you to know that you can trust he's happy, he's healthy, and he feels good. And so let the blessing around the food and the choices just settle you. All right? It's mostly has to do with the people, because if the people aren't going to believe, then the dog's attitude is like, why should I say anything? Because they're not going to believe. I had my first experience. I did a couple, and the woman was like, I was telling her stuff about her dog, and she's like, yes, yes. She was nodding up and down. So then I was like, okay, I need to share the time. So I looked to the man, and he's like this. So I looked to the dog, and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't do this. And so I looked back to the man, and it was like, no, no, no. So I looked at the woman, and she's like this. So I looked at the dog, and I was like, help me out. I really want to help you and the man, and I need to finish this. And I said, give me something that is going to be meaningful to this man. And the dog started telling me stuff, and so I said to the man, and the man's like, okay, you got me. But it's when the people are closed and cynical and skeptical, the animals are like, why should I tell you? They're not going to take it seriously. You were helping. You helped. I helped. Grandpa, I helped the situation.
I got the chills. I know. I'm like,
I helped. And you miss Grandpa? Yeah. Well, we can talk about that another time. But we're going to bless Grandpa. We're going to bless everyone who knew him and all the people who loved him and cared for him, right? You want them all to know that? Okay. Whatever money's involved, bless the money. I mean, you guys don't have to tell me, but whatever money's involved, when I mentioned nurses, then he brought up money. So whatever money, so they got it. So is that okay? Yep, you're good. Okay.
It was very emotional. Like, she hit a lot of things on point, especially with my dad passing. So my dog was with my dad in the hospital when he passed. So it's just really heartwarming. Yeah, it kind of helped me with a little bit of closure, because she was saying that she helped my dad pass over. So it's emotional.
When the dogs are really happy and joyful, it's usually because the owners, their people, know them and respect their wishes. And there are dogs that want the bed a certain way or their food a certain way. And when the people know that, the dogs are happy because they know their preferences and they're respected. But dogs who are like, no, get off the bed, do this, you're not, or they're inconsistent, it makes a huge difference on the dog's demeanor. Would you like a blessing about your skin issues? He says the doctor doesn't know what he's doing. Someone doesn't know. Well,
oh my God. Yes, we had a horrible interaction at the vet the other day. It was horrible.
it didn't go well.
It was so bad.
Okay, so I don't know this doctor. I can't diagnose. I can't prescribe. I don't know. He's just telling me it didn't go well with a doctor.
Yeah, I
So,
was very upset about it too.
okay, I want to shift the mindset of people who have dogs to take it seriously. There's more than doggy body language. There's more than just the buttons are great for some dogs. Like my dogs, they don't need buttons to communicate with me because they bark or they will alert me with their ways they do it. Is that to shift the mindset that there are many ways that dogs communicate, and for people to trust when they get a knowing or a feeling, yeah, I thought that about my dog, and that they're open to a mindset shift on dog communication. That's my passion. Then I personally feel like I need to get the book out because so many people say, I want to read more about this. I want to know. I've been through your website. I've listened to every podcast. When are you doing more? So I feel like as a courtesy to the dogs and what I've learned, that I have to share this, which I actually felt after a day sitting at my desk doing about 6 sessions back to back. I was like, I have to share this with the world. So I feel like I need to share what the dogs have shared with me, their stories, and get people to take it seriously in trusting themselves when they communicate with their dogs. Yeah, we're gonna talk. Hi. 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 What are you gonna talk about? Hi. Hi. We're gonna talk. Hi. We're gonna talk and we're gonna bless. So I'm gonna ask her what blessing for a home. We're gonna bless your home and your relationship and your home and the bed and the sleeping situation. We're going to bless this. It's very important to this dog, huh? You're sleeping. You're sleeping. We want to bless that. People who say, I want to bless my blankie.
Yeah.
We're going to bless my blankie and where I sleep. Her bed.
She
exactly.
has a bed she really likes.
She wants to bless all of that. She loves it, and she loves that it's hers, and she doesn't have to share it. Right?
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's what she said to me.
She really nailed kind of the dog's personalities, and we just had a baby, so I feel like they've been a little starved for attention. So she gave us a couple ways to, things that we can do to make sure that they feel included. And so we really love them, and they're a member of our family, so it was nice to kind of feel like we knew what they were thinking, and she was spot on with their personalities.
No, dogs have confidence. They can have confidence in different things. They can have confidence with other dogs or not confident with other dogs. They can have confidence, like this one dog today, I go, oh, he's afraid of the cat because the cat is territorial. And I explained the dynamics in this house. And they're like, yeah, you're right, we just moved in together, blah, blah, blah. And so that dog was a confident dog except around cats because it had been scratched by a kitten. And like there was a dog I talked to today that wanted a blessing for going to the vet visits. I was like, why? And it was a really cute, friendly dog. And I was like, oh, it doesn't know about being touched. This woman loves this dog. And she admitted that it was a pandemic dog that growing up hadn't been touched by different people. So I started touching it, and I said, the more you touch your dog, and like you're looking for, I described it because it was a curly dog, the more you do it like looking for a lost penny on the dog's fur and body, you're going to teach your dog how to be comfortable being touched, so that when you go to the vet or someone says, can I pet you dog, the dog is confident because it knows, oh, it's okay to be touched. So confidence in a dog is not necessarily that the person is listening to what the dog wants, but is teaching the dog how to interact in the world and preparing them.
She blessed my dog Lilo. I was able to get to know him a little more and know that he's very comfortable and happy in our bed. I would like to schedule another session with Liz. Like, she seems to understand pets very well.
So Bridget, can I offer you a blessing? What would you like a blessing on? Do you have a new house?
I recently moved into a new apartment.
Yeah, she wants to bless your new house, your home, and all the things in it. And there's new noises that startle her.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to bless that and bless her in her house, and that she's safe and reassured, even with the noises at night. And there's some that are in the house or in the building, and some that are outside.
Yeah.
So then she thinks she's figured it out, and then there's a new one that startles her. Huh? You get startled? So we're just going to bless all that. Yes, and we're going to reassure you. Yes.
To be honest, I didn't know that she would know something like me living in a new place. So it was pretty cool seeing that, and seeing that my dog is getting used to the new area and that she just needs comfort was really reassuring to hear. Yeah.
So at kindergarten show and tell, a classmate brought a standard poodle, and it was purple ears and a bow and nails. And I was like, the dog, I could hear the dog say, I can do more than this. And I was looking around like, and we didn't have him do anything more. And from then I went home, I said, I want a dog. And that was my way of developing my dog relationships. And it's just built from then.
What kind of blessing do you want?
What kind of blessing do you want
And
for
does it
all of
involve
us?
Food?
No, it actually doesn't. It involves family, people. And some are not here, some are in the distance, like far. Do you have loved ones that are far away and they matter to you? And that then Echo wants to bless all of them. It's like, I don't know, it's like Midwest and further, and they matter to you. And wants to bless them, Echo's like, I don't know them as well as you do, but they matter to you, so they matter to me. So I want to bless all of them, so you don't worry about them and you don't feel left out. That you're here. You just bless the situation, right? It wants to just bless the situation because you're here, and it's hard to be far away from people who we care about or whatever's going on. But you're here for whatever reason, and that's just the way it is, and we just bless the whole situation. My first year doing this was, my daughter was in 3rd grade. I was doing it for a rescue, and I would go and meet dogs and do it individually. I first started doing it with paid clients in 2019 and started my podcast, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I was doing events, small events. I've done more than 10 events. I've done a lot. I'm just thinking back. I was doing events where it's fun because people can then go and talk to each other about what I said, and it gets people talking, and it's different. We bless you, Rosie, in your life and the joy that you give to your family. Yeah, all the people who love you and appreciate you, and we bless you. that you get the appreciation you deserve. There you go. Oh, she wants. Can you hold her?
Yeah.
And reassure her?
She did say some things that were true about Rosie, so that's pretty neat. It seemed to make her more comfortable. Had a pretty good connection with her. So that was very, very interesting.
What was true about what she said?
She does get nervous in the car. Definitely get nervous. She does have relationships with other dogs. Kind of. We have more dogs. In general, she doesn't like dogs very, very much. And we have changed her food recently, so that's true as well.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had no idea it's 5 o'clock. I've been working for 5 hours. I sat the entire time for 5 hours talking to dogs nonstop.
If you can count, how many times have you done this sort of thing?
Oh gosh, I've done
5 times?
Oh no, more. I loved it.
100?
I've probably done 20 times of events like this. Now, what am I going to have for dinner? Jeez, I don't know.
Find it.
I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to have a salad at a non-dog friendly place.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel or the Talking with the Dogs podcast. And don't forget to talk to your dog.